It's that time of the week where the hottest Kenyan millennials jazz up your afternoon with their refreshing live talk show. You are now tuned in to the 254 Millennial Talk.
It's not even my birthday.
Okay. Think everything is fine. Let me just check it. Mr. Slut, he bunnies. Ban. Samaj,
Poa.
you been, nigga? Double audio, goddammit. But anyway, it's Naoki guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of the 254 Millennial Talk. And yes, we have our usual host. Mwingine alikuwa amepotea, amerudi. He was lost, she was lost, now she's found. Just give me a sec. Okay, I think the show is fine. You guys will tell me in the comment section if everything is going as intended. But yes, Mongela, invite umse speak ama dai kuongea leo. I'm trying to reduce volume ya groovy on my side because can't hear shit. Where is it? Okay. Masemaje. What's up? Hey, kwani? Hello? What's going on with my mic today? Wait, Simbona Discord Iniski, but give me a sec. Let me just investigate what's the problem. Sorry. Let me just do some investigation as to what the problem might be. Okay. Wewe mnanisikia? Some reason Discord ilikuwa hang. I don't know why ilikuwa hang, but ilikuwa hang. Let me bado sasa unanisikia eh?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, okay. Sorry guys for the hiccups. Discord tends to do that sometimes, but we should be right on track. Anyway, mmekuwa fiti? All of you have been good? Okay. So, today we are talking about, I just thought this should be a very fun topic, It's one of those things that, people sit down and debate a lot about. So, aliens, man. Do people believe they exist? Are these like real things? Now, the reason as to why I chose to talk about aliens today is because if I was to check general chat, there was a video I'd sent of let me just look for it. there's a video sent of some footage released of UFOs. So if you don't know what a UFO is, it's basically something unidentifiable. So unidentified flying object. That is what a bloody UFO is. I'm looking for. Fuck, I can't find that message. God damn it. Okay, found it. But yeah, so there's some footage released by the Navy guys, and it was showing some, some flying objects that but that they themselves were saying that they don't know what the fuck that is. So, and according to them, they ruled out that there is no way this is a man-made object because of its
The moment you
flying.
mention UFO, immediately what comes to mind are
Training exercise was suddenly interrupted by a call over the radio that would come to define Commander David Fravor's career.
There's certain things in your life where you just remember in vivid detail.
Yeah, I don't think I'll play the video like for long, but it's a video from NBC News, if I'm not wrong, showing like UFOs flying here and there. Wait, Slati, what do you think? What do you think about aliens? Do you think they exist? Is this like something you sit down and ask yourself? Do you believe aliens exist, or do you think
UFOs are my aliens.
aliens, man?
Aliens? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, definitely.
But see, UFOs are tied to aliens because
Not really.
I know.
UFO does.
But according to them, they rule out that this is technology that was made by other nations or other human beings. So, so if it was not made by other people, basically the assumption is it's aliens, man. It's aliens. You are saying, what do you think, you? Huh? Do you think that
See,
these things are
I
real,
don't think inaweza kuwa tu UFO. It can still be man-made and be an UFO, you know that.
Yes, I'm saying, but sasa the question is, where do you...
Aliens, yes. About the UFO and aliens, I don't know.
Aliens, what makes you think that aliens exist?
Oh, see, universe iko kubwa sana. Hatuwezi kuwa isi peke yetu tulispawn. Most likely kuna others, just based on the sheer sizes. Hiyo tu.
Okay. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that. Sijui. And for the UFOs mi sijui. Unajua hata for all you know, hata labda inaweza kuwa ni some natural phenomena ina happen na mtu ajui. But in terms of aliens, I don't know, it's one of those things where I don't like to say that or I'm not in terms of these stories are creation and all this stuff, I'm not really those people when naweza sema like the theory of evolution is 100% correct, the theory of being created like in the religious text is correct. I generally tend to leave room, or I generally usually say that there's aspects of truths from all of these things, but what I think is, I just think that maybe we don't know shit, man. We still don't know shit. Because whatever theory is brought up, you can always poke good holes in it. So, So, I don't know. But for the existence of aliens, I mean, it's weird that we are the only like living things in the whole universe. I mean, that's weird. It's just strange. But I mean, yet again, is it so weird to question like what is life itself? I mean, it's one of those things unakaga chini unajiuliza like what is life? What is life? Like how do you describe this thing? Because you see some of this phenomenon, I don't think some of these things like even like our there's this video from Russell Brand, I think he did a good like he's more of a spiritual side, like to a meditation and all that stuff, but I think he talked about historia nini hizo UFOs and what he said maybe is maybe our minds just can't comprehend other forms of life or other forms of existence, or maybe other forms of existence zinakuaga but we don't know, like our minds simply can't comprehend, or it's limited, we can't see it. Why do you believe that, like the theory of multiple universes, where wanasemaga like there might be multiple universes in the same space, or like multiple earths in the same space. The only difference is because of the vibration, like those earths are vibrating in different frequencies, you can't see like an alternate version of yourself. So I don't know, what do you think, man?
About that, siko sure about that. I don't know anything about that to comment about it. Again, the person saying it sounds like they know what they are talking about.
What about your theory? Like maybe our minds, we think we know, but maybe our minds just can't comprehend some things.
We think we know. Yeah, that's true. I think
Yeah,
that might be true.
Because what Russell Brand alikuwa anasema, like maybe there's, it's we mostly, like as humans, we are mostly arrogant. We think that we always know all this shit, but in reality maybe hatujuagi like the depths of our understanding, because iko na limits, and maybe we don't know we have limits. We think we've seen everything, but in reality maybe there is more. And he was saying like maybe we should theorize a possibility that there's other forms of life, not the life like we are used to seeing, like drinking, oxygen, these things, the normal things that you associate with life. It has cells, it's moving, it's duplicating, you never know. Or maybe because you never know, maybe even like gravity is something, is like a living thing, and maybe I'm saying like gravity might be a living thing and you never know, because you only feel its effects, but maybe you can't see past its effects. So that's why I'm saying like the theory of aliens it's one of those things, man, like you can't really be definite and say, oh, they exist, I have proof, oh, they don't exist, and all this stuff, you see. Because I mean, even like looking at it from a religious standpoint, or from a biblical standpoint, I mean, if God created the universe, I mean, and the universe is this huge, don't you think maybe he would have done the same in other planets? But maybe, because I was seeing there was this, in fact I don't remember, it was like let me look. It was like a video from a religious guy saying that what he thinks is maybe God created us so far apart from each other that there's no possibility of us ever meeting each other. I don't remember that video, but it was just something. Religious guy on aliens. Let me see if I can find it. But wait, go champ. Wait, what do you think? What do you think about the existence of aliens? Go champion. Chikuma hapa.
Yeah.
Wewe unafikiria nini about the existence ya aliens?
I think for you to actually think of another life outside there, I think you have to be like really open-minded. But you know, I think there must be some other forms of life, because what is the probability of the universe not having something that occurred on Earth as well? As in instance, really happened Earth, how life began on Earth. How is it likely that it's only on Earth? What's the probability? I think ni kiasi sana, of which, thinking of it, there is just hakuwezi kosa other forms of life, maybe probably other people, or probably other forms of intelligence. Ni vile sisi hatujazi discover, and probably it's just like I always think, like if you ask yourself, what percentage do you think humanity has discovered about the universe? I'd say, I don't know, my guess would be probably less than 2%, I'd say, of what is possible.
Less than 2%.
I'd say so. What humanity has discovered. What would you say? What would you say humanity has discovered in the universe? What percentage?
In terms of the universe, I just think it's...
No, yani nini, hiyo number ni so... Usually people don't guess numbers kai. Do people guess even numbers often?
I don't know.
I think that's interesting. Yeah, ako right, of course. Ni kidogo sana tunajua kama hiyo ndio natry kusay. Ni tu ni odd umesema 2%. Hiyo ni like think about it vizuri.
Because I think if we knew so much, we could have already figured out eternal life, traveling faster than the speed of light.
Impossible. I thought that's like a no-no.
Never say never, man. I mean, it's from our own understanding. Okay. No, it's from our own understanding.
Nilikuwa nauliza swali. Sorry.
Ulikuwa unauliza swali?
Nilikuwa nauliza swali, what percentage does he think humanity has discovered?
Mimi nilikuwa niseme 1%. Nilikuwa niseme 1%. Nilikuwa niseme 1%. Now when you were talking about it, I thought I wasema 1%. Ukasema 2%. Yeah, uko right. Ni kidogo yenyewe tunajua. So, mimi na agree na chenye amesema. Brown kwa sema.
Mimi nasema, I mean, if we would have figured out a lot of things, I mean, we should be immortal. Like, we should have like been the apex. Like, we can't succumb to anything.
Lakini hiyo si bado tuko young ama?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But some comment.
Kama ikitu imekuwa around for like 14 billion years. Not humans tumekuwa around for a few hundred years as humans. 100,000 years.
Ni wasema mnawachingi huyu jamaa anaitangwa Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Nawachingi.
Unasikianga vile you explain difference ya intelligence.
Nimesikia, I think nimesikia convo.
Ile alikuwa compare human intelligence to the closest animal which has human intelligence, I think him.
Ne?
Chimpanzee.
Chimp.
Alikuwa anasema ati if that is the closest animal to human intelligence, na sisi tunaonanga huge difference. Lakini difference like in scientific ways ni kidogo sana. Sikumbuki numbers, lakini ni kidogo.
So nataka kusema
Sasa imagine another higher being with the same percentage. Sasa wanaona humanity kani manyani. Kenya kitu.
Inaweza kuwa vastly different.
Lakini sasa shida ni
anasema ati humanity, the brightest human mind can only do like quantum theories, just like little Timmy. He's also a big class.
Alafu tunawapelekea like Stephen Hawking hizo ndio anacompete na watoi wao. Atikia here is the smartest person. I think I saw that. Ilikuwa like alipeana like a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, comment section on Yobo. Anasema what's up? Nemo
Yobo.
Vanguard. I know who this is. The audacity with us as humans is in thinking we are the best thing since sliced bread. Like who said we were? It though.
People think that. People actively think that.
Dr. Dan anasema hello. What's up, Dr. Dan? Talk check him. Yeah, I don't know. I think as human beings tunakuwa na I think the most, I would say the one thing wrong with human beings in relation to the environment, the earth, is emotions. I think more often or not, our actions are fueled by emotional triggers. Ego is an emotional thing. Like, you see, like, because when you watch Nafikiria we are superior, it's more of an ego thing. I'm a fucking human, I'm superior than this bloody, and I don't know, like I had said earlier, like our minds I don't think can comprehend some stuff out there, man. It's bonkers. Like quantum physics is one of those topics that interests me a lot, where I was seeing that an atom is mostly empty, but I think there's this YouTube channel called Va something. So I don't know if it's Vas. Let me look for that YouTube channel. But this guy does some scientific research and stuff. But that's the most interesting thing I've ever seen. That even in a vacuum is not actually empty. There is something, I don't remember what exactly it was. Is an atom empty? Let me see. Yes, Potassium, the YouTube channel. I'm sure maybe you've heard of him. Akona 8 million subs. But he has a video on like the atom being empty space, which is crazy because if an atom is mostly empty space, then what you see? Like what you see, if what you see is mostly made up of empty space, then what are you really seeing? You see?
I think nimesikia kitu kaa hiyo.
Yeah, man. No, it's true. It's
kama
true.
The nucleus was the size of a tennis ball. And the nearest electron iko like between, kama the tennis ball is here, nearest electron iko Pluto.
So imagine
something like that.
That's creepy. Can you imagine if an atom is mostly the empty space, then what are you actually seeing? Ukishika kitu, what are you touching? You see, these are the things that I say are fucking crazy when you start thinking about them. Like, how does this constitute to matter? Yenye unashika tangible things that we understand as matter. But you should watch that video. I think let me link it on the comment section. But because hata yeye alikuwa nauliza, like, that's the weirdest illusion ever, that an atom is mostly empty space, but yet the same atoms constitute of the matter tunaonaga every day. No. So it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. So imagine maybe there's an alien species out there that thinks that zinaweza ona hivyo, or they have figured out a way that how wanaweza detect maybe, or they can transform matter into whatever they want. I mean, it's crazy, man. What if
kunakuanga na universes kibao. Universe.
No, that's a theory of multiple universes. Yet ni kitu confirmed. It's a theory that there might be multiple universes existing in the same space, but the only reason as to why you can't see them is because they are vibrating at a different frequency.
but see,
Are you talking about a universe or dimensions?
What? I think sasa ni hiyo tu. I think it's the same thing. Wait, hot unasema nini? Tabu rudia kiasi.
Nasema si hii universe yetu iko na galaxy ka sijui bilioni ngapi.
Ni bilioni ama ni trillion?
Na si tuko Milky Way, si ndio? So I think kuna galaxies zingine zenye hadi hizo ziko na other life forms.
Yeah.
But so unaona juu it's impossible kufikiria ati saa tuko ati si pekee ndo tuko kwa hii dunia yani hiyo universe yote.
Wait, let me ask you a question, because now we know we are arguing based on science. What about when we jump into spirituality? What about if you're a church person, you believe in God?
Shida ni spiritual people yani hawatakangi ku-question hizi vitu, but you know, yani kuna visa zingine unafaa kuwa realistic yani. But like mi si atheist, hapo sisemi mimi
atheist.
But what if God aku create to earth pekee? Maybe I'll try some other place.
I mean, kama wenyewe kama una create, why do it once? You create all over the place.
Yeah. And then in that other place unapata humans wako na vichwa tatu, si ndio?
But yani ali experiment differently. But sa ataki sad yani tupatane.
Michelle nasema nini?
A difference between spiritual people na religious people. It's the religious ones wenye hawataki kusikia ama kuargue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yani hawatakangi yani kuamini vitu kama hizi zinaweza kuwa real. Juu God alisema question.
But what if, okay, I have this theory. What if these UFOs tunaona, it's human beings in the future who are so advanced that wanatupea hints za kutuweka curiosity, ndo wa cause. So unajua causality. Ndo wa cause tukue na hiyo curiosity ya kutry kunini. No, I'm just saying it might be a theory. Maybe they figured out a way to travel back in time. You never know.
Is a movie like that.
It's possible.
Maybe. You never know, man.
It's possible.
It's fucking crazy. Or maybe hizo time unaota ndoto ni ancestor wako anakutumia visions. Anatry kukuguide.
Unajua,
I make sure yeye ata exist.
Si unaona kitambo watu walikuwa na steps, ndio? Kutembea. Wakaenda baiskeli. Hadi hao my right brothers before wa discover flight walianza ndogo, si unaona tunaenda tukiadvance. So in the near future si unajua cyberpunk. Hivyo ni venye tu wanaenda ikisoma.
Okay.
Juu mimi naona kuna mali itafika uone wameanza kutengeneza seme when ni cripple. Sana replace body yako na machines hivi. The way we advance. So it's possible to discover time traveling in the near future.
Okay. Yo mic yako.
The biggest hindrance for us in discovering other life forms, we may choose to call it, huko nje ni hatuna hiyo tech ya kutupeleka huko nje as people. Ndio huwezi patia na mtu kama labda Mars masui nje Milky Way.
Michelle mic yako iko na some noise. Ati unasema nini Nimrod?
Ati
unasema?
Mic yako iko na noise.
No, nilikuwa naambia Michelle mic yake ilikuwa kuna nikaa alikuwa na move or something. Ati unasema the biggest thing.
Nasema hatuna hiyo tech ya kutupeleka huko nje. As people ourselves, sisi tujionee sisi wenyewe.
I think that's all I was saying. Okay.
I'm guessing, but acha niongeze kitu moja alafu.
Sasa endelea.
Sijui kama maiona hii movie inaitwa Interstellar. Sijui kama kuna mtu mmoja.
Mimi nimewatch Christopher Nolan.
Ni ni huyu ni Matthew McConaughey. Huyu anasomanga Orion right.
Mimi.
At what?
Umeicheki?
Nimewatch. I think most people have watched it.
So the theory is as in kuna vitu mingi, so much things to consider juu. If you think about how humans age, vile sisi you age from watoto hadi ukwe ikaite. Vile si age iko obviously influenced by, you know, Earth and its properties. Rotation ya Earth, hizo magnetic whatevers, na I think environment tu yote iko na an influence on how we age. So ukitoka nje hujui vile unaweza age. Will you age faster? Will you age slower?
Tumeona isho inaitwa Invincible.
Actually when you're in space you age slower because time when time flows through a gravity field it tends to slow down.
Yeah.
So would you age faster in Jupiter compared to here?
What do you mean by age faster?
When you
mwili yako itazeeka mbio.
No,
time ina move slower. See necessarily aging faster. Ni sema ukienda huko like ukienda huko kama sasa uko 23. Si utacha tukiwa 23, ukirudi unaweza pata tuko 80 something, wewe ukiwa like 30 ama 31.
I mean, isn't that the same? Okay, sorry. Isn't that the same theory that was used to create Superman, where if the assumption is if ungezaliwa Jupiter, if nilikuwa sema
by the way like unafaa kujua like on the real hiyo relativity ni real kwa sababu GPS inakuanga ikiwa in space time iko slower than on Earth, so you are just by a few milliseconds.
Okay,
so you are not aging fast, I'm saying ni time kwako ina move kawaida, lakini everyone of course
Jesus Michelle
iko a bit faster.
Okay, because the theory of your theory of Superman.
I'm not hearing the noise you guys.
You're not hearing the lies. My lines.
The noise. Nimesikia kusema the noise.
Mimi nimesikia lies maze.
Sijui kako nje or ako because nasikia tu
siko nje.
Una bang mic again is something. So nilikuwa nasema like the theory of Superman ni if ungezaliwa Jupiter, uzoe gravity ya Jupiter na uzoe time flow ya huko, ukikuja Earth you'd be a super being because strength yako iko proportionate na Jupiter. So ukikuja huku na gravitational field huku ni smaller, vitu zinakaa nzito zitakuwa very easy yako wako kuinua. So even nilikuwa naona like that's how Superman, your theory yake came to be. But the flight thing na hiyo story ya ku breathe space, of course hiyo ni bullshit.
kuna animals that can live in space mse.
Which one?
Inaitwa aje? Water bear.
Water bear. Hiyo si ile ina hibernate sijui for how many years.
Inaweza live in space man. Is it far fetched kufikiria like of course something bigger
unaweza breathe
hibernate in inaweza live yani ukitoa kwa vacuum haitadai. Hiyo ni kama ku live in space. Kama you're not dying so you are living, ama hata kama umedoze kama una hibernate. So you're living.
Lakini unajua unajua mimi huwa si question theory ya creation because in as much as evolution inakuwa na evidence more, they still don't explain what's life, like what's this life force running inside of us.
That's a good question. That's a good question by the way. Hiyo ni swali poa. Lakini saa zingine mtu usema before ulize swali unafaa kujua enough about what you're asking. Yani you ask the right question. So say hatujui enough. Like hatujui venye brain ina work, to understand vitu mingi kama inaitwa dark matter and so on and so forth. Bado kuna research being done in many fields. Bado to understand diseases vizuri, to understand like genetically inherited things. So maybe tukiwa like closer ku understand vitu hizo na feel like hiyo ni swali
utaelewa life.
Uliza no
unajua
watu waelewe zaidi.
Because unajua hiyo theory ya evolution inakuwa funny because like what can trigger an atom to start forming life or kukua na hiyo life force ndani yake.
Sasa hiyo pia that's another good question. Lakini hiyo si ni like the origins of life story ka hiyo. Hata tuki
hiyo ni dismiss cause mimi naonaga there has to be a cause because according to how we think for something to happen there has to be a cause.
So, ni ukweli.
What's the exact cause regardless of whether maybe
okay. So sasa hiyo origins of life, sai the current theory ni kitu inaitwa primordial soup. Ambapo seme kulikuwa na unajua water inaweza form like hata when the sun dies ita form iron. Ita form other heavy atoms. Unakumbuka periodic table. So basically a star can form all of that. From hydrogen you can get all other sorts of atoms. So water kulikuwa na water, sijui kulikuwa na mix of lightning and other types of rocks, alafu zika form the simple forms of amino acids. So from hapo ndio wajui how we got from simple amino acids to complex proteins to like life. Saa hiyo julikani. Lakini
let me ask you. What exactly triggered the Big Bang?
Sasa hawajui it is no hiyo pia Big Bang haijulikani. Lakini hiyo si of course wakiona kila kitu inexpand na assume tu ilikuwa pamoja. Hiyo pia haijulikani. So sasa unaona hapo hiyo kama ujui si poa doubt kitu ama bring other like ujijazie. Hiyo kwangi poa. Hiyo jingi well na kupea example like watu walikuwa wanafikirianga kitambo for you to get walikuwa wanafikiri like diseases iko transmitted through bad smells. So you remember that? Alafu tuka find out you actually have to keep clean, wash your hands. So hizo gaps usijijazie, uta look stupid in the of course watu waki understand more. Sasa juzi TB watu wakafikiri
No, that's why nilikuwa nasema like I don't necessarily dismiss any theory because
by the way, one thing you should know, evolution is not a theory. Evolution is real maze. Hiyo kitu ina happen hadi saizi. Like kuna watu wako na if you look at your hand, your palm face it to your face alafu it twists towards you. Unaona hiyo vein iko hapo katikati, you see the two veins. Sindio? Just mkono wako extend it out, make sure your palm is facing you, your face. Alafu lift your hand up, anyway your palm up. Kuna hizo veins mbili mtu anapo between the wrists. Kuna watu wameevolve size hawana hizo, imagine. Kuna people who don't have that. So kuna people hata wezi like
so unasema watu ni aliens
watu si aliens. Si tuna change, yani dunia ina change pia sisi tuna change. Alafu pia animals na change.
Anyway, but unajua mimi sijui, unajua mimi sijuagi, unajua is it evolution or is it adaptation?
And it's the same thing by the way, adapting alafu in competition tu ni adapting ni evolving. It's the same thing. Alafu unajua kitu funny ni most animals ambazo zi survive for long ni zenye ziko least adapted. Like ukiwa like unaweza imagine saizi maji yote kipotea, fish zote zimekuwa stupid, zimekuwa zikiishi ndani ya maji, they will all die. So if you are more specialized, you are likely not to make it. Okay. And so hivyo ninakuanga. Kwa sababu environment ikichange haraka, wenye wako least specialized ndio wata make it, ndio hajazoea kitu moja and so on. So lakini nini hiyo stuff ina happen mazee, hiyo stuff ina happen. Alafu inasaidia like hiyo gene inatangaje genome dating. Unaweza jua like which percent of you ni Neanderthal. Alafu apparently like white people are the most Neanderthals. Kwa hivyo inamaanisha like back in the day hao ndio walikuwa na bang of course the Neanderthals. That's trippy. Like the nini kwa kiangalia like black people of course kuna wenye wako nao lakini most of them don't have it as white people. So hiyo ni inasaidia pia kufanya nini itwaje? Nitangwa creeps ama sips. Ile genome dating.
But unajua I don't know, unajua generally I think as humans, modern day humans, I think we tend to assume that we are more civilized than previous generations because you never know. Unajua perhaps there might have been a more advanced civilization than us, but nature ikiamua to take place, it wipe off majority of the things clean. Earthquakes, all these things when they happen for a long period eventually wipe out buildings, constructions, like wipe out evidence ya watu kwa kuwa, because anything ukiacha nje ita decompose over time. So no, I don't know, we never know, man.
Unajua hatuko clear about the past juu hatujakuwa tukikeep records vizuri. Like sasa ukitaka kuja about 1991 nini ilikuwa na happen, unaweza pata gazeti.
Let me give you a hypothetical situation. What if tuseme maybe to manage kwenda Mars, si ndio? Or in a last ditch attempt because the earth is about to so wananukiana wase waende space kukue nuked, everything ikuwa turned to dust, and then wase warudi chini. I mean, like based on even human logic, unataka kuniambia kuna watu hawata deviate waende wasahau knowledge yote and then ikuwe like a fresh start again.
Yo ni true kwa sababu hata like before unakumbuka sasa kwenda Mars inachukua how long? Inachukua 6 months.
6 months I think,
kuna time kutoka Europe hadi US used to take 3 months. Si ndio? Alafu watu immigrate because Europe kimeumana, life is hard. And so ndio maana wasegi America wana trace their roots back to, of course, Africa.
I mean hata angalia even a good example of like the native Indians. Yani they are long ancestors of modern day Asians.
Watu wakahappen wende Mars. Si hata like your great grandchildren wakienda Mars. Watakuwa wanajua story ya Brayo. People forget. It happen. People forget, people move on, people form new cultures. And so on. Hizo si nini tu. Hiyo ni life.
But what if there's no other life out there existing? What if you
unaona hapo sababu ndio
what if you found out there was no life?
Then to lonely as if. Ndio.
Nani inge make any difference?
Lakini inge make
tunasema tu tuko peke yetu.
Lakini huwezi jua umeona Rick and Morty, lakini budake ana
unajua kitu funny about any form of science. Yani like most people wali make discoveries, they set up to look into something different.
Okay.
Sasa watu wanaweza na maso kwa life, lakini trust me watapata kitu kingine amazing. And so on and so forth. That place ingine most likely watapata hiyo ndio nini
3 breasted wanaishi chini ya mchanga.
Alafu wanaweza discover kitu. No dada, trust me, saa zingine vitu hutokea zinakuwa even more awesome than any form of nini inaitwaje, any form of science fiction iko. Kwa sababu hata like in the 1920s watu walikuwa wanasema huko ndio time watu walikuwa wanaangalia planets na telescopes, walionanga Venus. Unajua venye Venus iko smoky kwa sababu atmosphere iko so thick, iko na carbon dioxide and sulfur. So people did not know that. Unajua in the 1920s kuna gazeti zilipublishiwa zikisema on Venus, Venus ni swamp, iko cloudy, iko na mists, ndio maana toni ndani. Na watu wakajijazia wakasema huko ndani mazee kuna dinosaurs. Wakajijazia. Sasa hii tunajua nini na hapo man. So unaona hata chenye kina happen sasa hizi it's like very very dangerous, ni hostile place. So na imagine nini nyingine watu wanaweza find out soon. Wezi jua man.
Imagine waenda upate kuna demo anakaa pink. Kuna humans village
anakaa pink. Hata pink msee upate mwenye ana change colors.
Kuna matako 3, kuna boobs
hata 3 man upate ni 10. Why stop at 3?
Hapo wende upate kuna cartoon gani ilikuwa na animated series na kwa YouTube. Wende upate alien ina reproduce by kukupea beje. Ile kitu ilikuwa fun, kukupea blowjob. Ilikuwa funny man. Ni sama animated.
Itakuwa I guess itakuwa win for all men in the world. I don't know.
Unaonaga hizo theory za Rick and Morty venye zinakuwaga insane. Tunaenda unapata planet ni madem pekee, sijui nini. Maze, that's so weird. Imagine going to a fucking planet and then you find it's only women, man. God, if you know, like it's a man. We've not seen men in over 300 years. Hey.
Sasa kwani uko dry spell nini? Hizi theory zako zote zinaiwa get down.
No, it's just funny, man. It's just funny.
Hata wengine wamenyamaza.
Maisikia conspiracy theory ya
lizard men.
Reptilian people. Nishaisikia kuna reptilian people wanarun government.
There's a higher form of there's a higher form of intelligence living among human beings.
Reptilian people.
Ati wanajifanya wao ni humans. Sasa hadi walikuwa wanasema ati example ya lizard men ni Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, nani? Nani? Aitwaje this Facebook guy?
Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg na alikuwa ameenjoy hiyo story, man.
Yake imekaa for a while, but that's true.
You never know. Yeah, you wasn't dismissed. You never know, man. Huh? Labda Slati ni alien hapa na hatujui. Kiko hapa tu kutupia.
Nani mimi ni alien. Hiyo ni nini? Hata good segue kwa sababu hebu nikuulize, unafikiri kama ziko? Unafikiri inakaa aje? Kama there's an alien, how do you think it looks like?
Honestly sijui, it might be something like ukaona labda utashika
nyingine man. Huwezi fikiria. Huwezi fikiria according to the experiences.
Exactly. Unaona hapo vile amesema, hiyo ni so true. Kila mtu hapa anafikiria big green head or something.
No, big green head. Mimi nafikiria zile aliens zile facehuggers. Zile facehuggers za alien.
Hiyo ndio umeonyeshwa. Whatever you think about ni juu umeiona.
Exactly. Unaona chenye tu kwa amesema. Unaona tu wewe una formulate tu unaona mahali. Sasa inaweza kuwa something. Inaweza kuwa something you've never seen, imagine.
Ni kitu hata uweze fikiria.
Ni kitu uweze fikiria. Wacha nikupe like kitu uweze fikiria. So like ile story ya inaitwaje? Ile the flat earth. Ni flat earth ama flat nini? Anyway, ni dimensions. So like ukichora, if you draw a cube on a piece of paper, so unajua venye utaichora, lakini in your mind you can visualize the dimension, length, width and height, and so on. Sasa wanasemanga ati in fourth dimension unaweza look up tesseract, by the way, just google tesseract. A tesseract ni how a cube looks in 4 dimension in 3 dimension. The same way una draw a cube on paper. You know, it's a 3-dimensional item. You're representing it in 2-dimensional. And the way it looks so different from a real cube. So a tesseract, imagine seeing all those vertices at once. Just google to tesseract. Utakuwa disappointed, trust me. It's so trippy.
Cube. So imagine hizi ma life forms.
Maze, inaweza kuwa kitu.
Hizi ma shapes zenye si ma cubes. Inaitangwa aje? Irregular shapes.
Imagine man, yani akija kuwezi comprehend.
Imagine mtu anaweza kaa aje in 4D.
Alafu maze unajua in 4D unaona kila kitu at once.
So nini? So mkunye DMD labda mtaanzia kuona in 4D.
Yani ni beyond our exist.
Smoke some DMT.
Tansa hizi. Lakini hiyo ni nini? Hizo ni vitu watu watadu. Watu maybe eventually kama tuta die out. Watu kwenye watapata kitu awesome. Hakuwezi kosa. Mtu atakam across something na ni hivyo. Hata kitu itakuwa better than any movie ever written. Itakuwa so trippy. Maybe even not answer your question yako.
Lakini sasa ubaya sisi tuta experiences.
Exactly. Hiyo ndio hapo ndio haribu story man. Hapo ndio nachoma. Hata that hurts me.
Unaweza chora mtu alikuwa anaishi 1600 ama 1500 ukamleta 21, you know, bila maneno ya COVID. Anaweza ona hii dunia aje.
Maybe anaweza ichukia. Unajua you never know. Unajua there's
anaweza ipenda.
Always say
lakini how it has changed.
Maybe anaweza ichukia. Maybe yeye anaweza kuja aone, mnaniambia zile lazima nilikuwa na title deed. Are you fucking kidding me? Nilikuwa na travel hii place for free. You see?
Si maneno na kupenda au kuchukia. Ni maneno na ku notice how much it has.
Anaweza kuwa shocked, of course. Utakuwa shocked like crazy, like atashiko na the shock of a lifetime. But I don't know. Mimi aliens nini? I don't know if you do me naekaga too open-minded. You never know, man. If there's an alien out there, man, you know, I'm here. Borosco face haga man.
Borosco face haga.
Hey,
Inaweza kwa kitu kwa kitu worse hata kuliko face haga. Imagine but haga.
Mimi sitaki kuweka mayai kwa tumbo man.
Hiyo ni nini? Hata tunapata zinaweza aliens zinaweza the reputation we give them zikuwa like really. Yeah, hivi ndio mnatuona. You don't know. Wewe tuwezi jua.
Okay, but it's it's always fun to theorize vitu, It's one of those things, man. Like the universe is it's crazy, man. It's absolutely bonkers. The possibilities are endless, man. So na ukapata
ile siku tuta break through on how to travel ourselves as humans uko nje. Discoveries.
Kulikuanga na project ilikuwa ina aim kufanya, unajua sasa venye gel proportion inawak by burning ni a type of paraffin or something. Anyway, hivyo ni inawak. So kulikuanga na ingine ilikuwa ina use nuclear materials kama nini, a form of propulsion in deep space. Sasa ilikuwa outlawed because of course ni nuclear material. So anyway, kulikuwa na designs zenye zilikuwa zinasema so using those designs watu wanaweza make kitu inaweza wapeleka like me and you Brian, if we get on that ship yenye inatumia nuclear propulsion, tukiwa si watatu wewe na mimi na tuko, tunaweza fika to the center of the Milky Way in 55 years.
Hiyo ni kushazeka.
No, me and you. Sasa here is the trippy part. But then unafika katikati 30,000 years zitakuwa zimepass on Earth. Relativity. So by the time to rudi man.
Guy. Tarudi mzee. Hata generation yako itakuwa ina exist. Michelle anasema kitu.
Mtakufa kwa hiyo ship. Like in Interstellar. Yes, whatever meant like in Interstellar, I found it stupid. They were looking at survival and growing old slowly the time. Your cells have to change structure and shit. For them, they are using time. So leo mpande hiyo ship 55 years out there in space kufika the middle of the Milky Galaxy. Mtafika kama fossils.
Tafika tukiwa
70s.
No, you're
going to die.
Skia, hata niwape theory. What if tupite close? What if tupite close a black hole itusaidie ku slow down time?
Put the black holes in the cells in your certain death.
Tunasema tupite at a reasonable distance where tuna feel your effect but tunaweza overcome.
Nani Brian is saying hiyo ni kitu possible. By the way, unless uko kwa Michelle go on. Hello. Alikuwa
Michelle.
Nilikuwa nasema I don't believe that just because kuna time differences on other planets, even if time is passing so much hapa in Earth, when you're out there you remain the same age. Just because 50 years on Earth is maybe 1 year or 1 week in another planet, you retain your youth and whatever. Your cells are living and dying. Body is still functioning the same. You're still human. Labda uko alien. Adapted to that. Then if you're the theory of Superman, you're born on Jupiter, you're used to everything on Jupiter. When you come to Earth, living on Earth will be easy for you. You're adapted to Jupiter. The things in Earth won't be a bother to you, to say gravity and all that stuff. As ukitoka Earth uende huko, unless your structure, your biological structure changes, make your cells live slower or whatever biology does to make people grow old, utafika huko kama fossils. In that ship itabidi they have
life support
who are being trained by robots to continue or something.
She's right. Lakini sasa imagine all that is in place, Michelle.
Lakini sikia, do you know your brain can actually tell whether you are blind or not, can actually tell when there is light. And there is a clock in your brain yenye hawa watu wenye wanatry kuachieve immortality, wanatry kufigure out venye wanaweza mess up na hiyo clock. Because what's generally aging you is not because haukuli nini. It's a clock. It's something in your brain dictating.
Wait, is it mitochondria? Ama?
No one knows.
Mitochondria is a power out of the cell. Bro,
No one knows. No one knows what triggers aging. Let me see. I don't think that's something that people actually know. Because if tungekuwa tumefigure out what causes aging, because your brain can actually tell when time is passing. So that's why tunasema.
Okay.
That's why
While all studies are not in complete concordance, the majority of reports have found that aging is generally accompanied by a decline in activity of mitochondrial enzymes,
which are triggered by
unachapa tuju mitochondria zako zinaacha kudu job. It is just that, by the way. So wakanini, I saw this, by the way. Kuna papers hata zinasema watu wanaweza increase nini, like lifespan yako brand inaweza fika to 219 years with a fix to that particular enzyme. Imagine unapata nini, unadunga sindano hivi, mso unaongeza miaka 50. Alafu tukienda job, wanasema entry lazima ukuwe na 100 years experience. Hiyo ndio like minimum entry mse.
Lakini ndo naulizaje, you're not sure that's dictated by the gravitational field ya earth.
Hata nitumea
juu hadi ukiangalia sasa wenye ufanya ma exercise. Hizo exercises zinakuwa to increase the rate of production of mitochondria in your body.
Yeah, nimetuma hiyo paper.
Mse ameshapo ma gym akiwa mse anakaanga angi as old as aendangi ma workout. So I guess it's the same kind of theory.
So mnaonaje, umesema to hack mitochondria, lakini that's what I was asking. How sure are we that these things are not controlled by the gravitational or the elemental things that exist on Earth? Because when you go to space, your body starts behaving weirdly. I mean, you grow taller, which is strange.
When?
Ukienda space, your scientists like laying their bone weight inaongezeka. But that's because how you feel gravity. You see? So what nasema na basi ukienda to a black hole where gravity ni excess, nini inaweza happen ya body yako? Are you sure body yako itaanza kusikia ni kama imezaliwa, ianze ku I'm young again.
Ujai hata nani ameandika a book on that, Neil deGrasse Tyson, inaitwa Death by a Black Hole.
No, sisemi of course najua ukikaribia mse utakuwa squeezed inside out. Of course you can't.
Unasikianga hiyo theory nini? Unajua hiyo mata yote, of course kila kitu inaingia kwa black hole, haijulikani mali inaenda. So kuna of course watu ana theory, kuna ma theories around it. Of course hakuna mtu anajua nini happen, lakini watu husema the most interesting one I saw ni kwamba ni kama garbage bin into another universe. Of course a garbage bin that you don't survive.
Imagine uingie uweze kusurvive.
So maybe hata hizi UFO zote when they come to us, it's like a garbage bin from another universe. Maybe our staff go to their side and they are getting shocked. What is this?
Exactly. That can be true.
Anyway, man, some trippy shit. Anyway, those are, I don't know if you like to discuss days and days and days, but one thing that is certain is that the show has to come to an end.
Na nilikuwa na something else trippier to share.
What?
Okay. Kuna nini? Sasa when you want to theorize hizo vitu, kuna msali theorize not how to make a wormhole, lakini how to keep a wormhole open. So akasema unajua like me and you tuko na a positive mass. Like kanyaga scale it goes up. Sasa kuna type of exotic matter ambayo inexert negative weight. Alafu imekuwa produced like in little quantities. Like imagine kitu ina weigh negative 1 kg, it is there. Lakini sasa of course iko kidogo. So ukitumia exotic matter unaweza keep a wormhole open. Of course they don't know how to make the wormhole, but they know how to keep it open. And using your negative mass like hiyo.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. Yeah, man, like I said, these theories, like we can spend all day. At the end of the day, I say this. We know some things, but most of us as humans don't know jack shit. Okay? In as much as we would love to think about aliens, we have a life on Earth. We have responsibilities, we have bills, we have all these things that make the human experience. So sometimes when you feel overwhelmed, take it easy, man. Just take it easy, man. Just enjoy life, because hizo technology watu wanaziorize bado hazijafika, so it will be pointless to waste your lives, your years alive, just thinking excessively about things that are beyond your control. And everything is just I mean, it's just a human experience, man. Like me, I just believe in living life. If kuna aliens, if kuna God and all that stuff, tutajua after we are gone. But what counts is the book we call life and what we are doing or what we are writing on that book. Kama si scientists, tafadhali wacha waste time ukifikiria hii mambo ya sijui nini. Unajichosha akili wewe. There's some good things out there, man. So yeah, man. Kuna mtu akana kitu ku conclude, something short, something brief as I end the show.
I'm missing anything.
Michelle.
Two things.
What?
I think sijui kama Jinji alikuwa kusema kitu. I saw her hand raised at one point. Two, mimi naamini kuna aliens, and if any alien UFO nichukue tuende.
Unasema uchukuliwe na UFO uende. Hivyo ndio umesema? Is it me pekee ama ana cut out?
Let's go.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let me change the microphone.
So, Nini.
I think I wanted to speak and her hand is up again. And two, I believe they are aliens. And if any alien at any point comes across this video, come for me with your UFO. Let's go.
Okay. Well, Tuko Salamanca, do you have any concluding thoughts?
Niko sawa tu. Mimi naweza shinda hapa nikiongea.
Jinji mwana ulikuwa umeinua mkono, nimekupea option ya kuspeak, so speak it. Mejimit. Hello.
Wait, gojeni kwanza, acha niulize tu swali. How do you know aliens exist?
We're just theorizing. Tumesema we are actually sure they exist.
Tena hiyo theory yenyu ya mitochondria. What was your biology teacher?
Biology.
Kuna paper imeshare. I've shared the link on Kasheshe, just have a look. Imeandikwa na very good biology teachers. Like majina zao. Kuna majina zao hapo down by the way. Hadi kuna wako na WhatsApp, unaweza hit up.
Nasema Jinji.
Who was your bio teacher kwanza? Kaa kukushow maneno.
Mimi even a doctor. Kama ni daktari. Si niminda na si ndio?
Msee sana nataka morphine tu tuanze hapo.
Wewe morphine ipe yangu hivyo.
Naumwa by the way.
Akuja basi tukudunge. Si ni kudunga tu shindano tunaishe.
Nivo tuta after party, after show. Hakuna kitu.
Lakini goja. Mimi najua mitochondria. Ile it stores energy. Kwanza hiyo venye sijui blood yake alikuwa anasema when you go to space you grow taller. What facts are there that when you go to space you grow taller?
Si astronauts.
By the way ni true. Kwa sababu spine yako hizo space na inganisha hizo mabones ina elongate kwa sababu haikui pulled down by constant gravity and your own weight. Suko tu na float. So wanarudi wakiwa like a few centimeters taller. Wengine hadi kuna mtu ni a few centimeters taller. Hata kukaa chini wengine nawapea shida.
Basically Captain America. Unaona venye Captain America anaingiza kwa ile sufuria afa anatoka akiwa kitu kingine. Ni hivyo. Sio. Na joke.
Sio. Lakini that's actually true.
In short, it becomes taller.
And I like when you umesema ati so in short you become taller.
They become taller because of some genetic, for lack of a better word, malfunction. So umesema when they come back wako na shida ya kukaa. So maybe when they were in space, they were slowly being pulled apart, but they didn't know. Just slowly.
When they were in space, ni ile effect ya constantly fall down and feel your weight. Sasa hivyo wengine hata wako na shida kutembea hapo being pulled apart. That's not correct. See, your body tries to keep you together.
So, yeah, your body is trying to keep you together, but there's still an opposing force out there that's not gravity, and which their bodies are not used to. Like on Earth, there's gravity. You're used to that.
Exactly.
It's like the Hiroshima bombing thing. Everything was okay until that bombing happened. People for many years to come will always have side effects from that.
Yeah. Uko right.
Anyway, mtashinda hapa nyinyi mkiongea mambo yenu.
Tuko na doki na tuko na access to morphine. Si ndivyo? Hii show tunaweza funga sasa. Brian, you are successful sasa.
Anyway, for the people in the comments, Yobo, Actor Dan, when you go to the Discord, $hot, Caroline, Gingy, Miss Quiet, Emperor, no, Chicky, can see y'all. Be sure to tune into the show, man. Next time, and the show is always on Spotify, so whenever we go offline, if you don't want to watch it on YouTube, you just want to listen as you cook, as you work out, as you sleep, which is weird, but it's on Spotify. And in case if you're afraid of ads on Spotify, podcasts normally don't have ads on Spotify, so it's an ad-free experience. Go follow the show there, and you should be good. I don't think I have anything else to say other than tutaonana next Sunday. Peace out.